Oh man, I might be pushing it a little too hard. It's been a very good run, and hopefully it is continuing. But my left knee is hurting, and I don't like that. It's not hurting bad. It's not hurting all the time. It's a 1 out of 10, but the difference between 0 and 1 is, well, it's an order of magnitude different. So I do not like that. But anyway, this week I have had another great week. Man, 5 out of 5 days again. I even got my back squats in on a Saturday for a change. So I got the Sunday rest day. But I got that 23:58 5K win on Friday morning, which is sweet. But I was out walking the dog on Friday night. And it's only like a 1 kilometer walk that I do in the evening. And I started feeling my left knee a little bit. And I never feel my knees. And so I did not like that. It was sort of on the top, on the right side of my left knee. And then feeling more, I think it's almost like where the quad, like the VMO portion of the quad ties into the knee. So I want to think that it's just a quad thing. But anyway, I'm freaked out of that stuff. So, yeah, so I noticed it on Friday night, and then I noticed it again when I was walking the dog on Saturday. And not even for the whole walk, but it's there. And then after I did these back squats on Saturday night, I was feeling it. Like it felt inflamed. I don't know if it was swollen. I don't think it was swollen, but it felt inflamed. And I was noticing that kind of inner right side at the top, kind of where the VMO ties into the knee. So anyway, this week ahead, as far as Metcon stuff, I think it's going to be business as usual. I don't know if I'll do a 5K again. I feel like if I do another 5K and I'm feeling good, I can PR my 5K because I was 5 seconds shy of my best, which I did back in 2021. So it's been a while. But I don't even feel like it's hurting. I'm hurting when I'm doing those runs, but I don't think I was hurting the way that I remember hurting back when I PR'd that thing. So I feel like I've got the fitness right now to PR it, but it's just I'm weary of causing problems. So I don't know. Maybe I'll let the foot off the gas for a bit, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just do like Echo Bike for cardio or something. Just spend half an hour on the bike and just kind of hold 10 cal a minute or something like that for a certain period of time. Because I don't want a major setback. That's not ideal. So anyway, these back squats though, I ended up doing the same weight I did last week. So I started at 115 and ended at 215 for a triple. I think the triple moved better this week than it did last week. Well, it did for sure, because last week I did a double. I remember on the second rep, I thought that I couldn't do it. I thought I was done, and then I got the third anyway. And this week I didn't feel like that. So these were still hard, but I guess in hindsight they felt better than they did the week before. And on these tempo squats, I was really dipping into the bottom, really getting making use of the load from that bar. And just kind of like after I did the 5 seconds at the bottom, I just kind of like let my knees shoot forward and just kind of hips dropped in. Kind of reminded me of Clarence Kennedy squats. Not that they're that pretty or anything, but I mean, I feel pretty good about that. So at the same time, my wife tells me that part of my knee thing is connected to my hips turning to the left when the load is starting to get heavier on these things. And so glute med, whatever that is, I need to get a handle on what to do to manage that. But this week I'm going to go into kind of full knees over toes guy protocols. So I already do the ATG split squat pretty regularly, at least once a week. But I'm going to make sure I'm doing lots of backwards walking. I'm going to do what do you call them, the Patrick steps on the step board. I will do the tib raises and the hamstring stretching, just all that stuff. I just spend log a couple hours a week doing that stuff. Because I really do think that stuff is really helpful. So, but I'm losing train of thought here. Where are we at? We're 190 for a set of 4, I guess. Oh no, this is the 190 for a set of 3 on the tempos. Yeah, I had to work for that one. Okay, so anyway. So moving on to my little funny story. So 2 weeks ago, what did I get? I got 210 for a triple. And then I went to 220 and I wanted to double at 220. And I failed the second one. And that's when I did 35 reps at 135 pounds. After I failed the double at 220, I stripped the bar back to 135 and I just took it for a ride. So the next week I wanted that back. I wanted to get 220 for a double, but we were just in a rush. I had to get going. So I skipped 220 and I did a single at 225. So fast forward to this week. I know I want 220 for a double. I want that back. And that's all I've been thinking about this whole squat session. So here's 315. And I think it moved better than the first time. That's all I'm thinking about. 220, 220, 220 for a double. And to me, that's harder than doing 225 for a single because it's basically 225, but you got to do it twice. So I get through this set of, and to work for it, I get through this set of 3 at 215. And now it's showtime. 220 for a double. So I just got to put the 2.5s on each side. So I say, okay, let's go. So I pull my collar off. Very good. Head over to the other side. Pull the other collar off. In my own world, feeling good, grabbing that 2.5. Not a care in the world. I'm vibing to the tunes. Got to head back over to the other side there. Put that 2.5 on the other side, and put the 2.5 on the. No, put the 2.5 on the other side, bro. 2.5 on the other. 2.5 on the other side. So, I missed it. I only put 2.5 on one side. So I'm all psyched up. I'm doing this weight. I get the first one. I say, oh, that moved okay. All right. I can do this. Let's do it. Just focus. You got it. 225 for a double, man. You got this. Yeah. Got it. Sick. Feeling good. And then I go to do 20, and I look at the bar, and I say, what? Wait. Yeah. Oh. What? I didn't do it. And I realized, and in that moment, I had to decide, what am I going to do? And I said, oh, shit. I got to do it again. So I throw that other 2.5 on there. Oh, man. And I get back in the zone. I was doing all these on the 4-minute. And so that was kind of my time domain on these. And so anyway, so that was very funny. So this was a good session because I got 220 for a double. I got it back. But compared to last week, I mean, I got 4 extra reps at 90-something% of my 1RM, my 1 rep max. So anyway, so it was a lot of work, and then my knee was hurting after. So I did finish up with 225. I almost decided to stop there, but I went for 225, and I'll leave it at that. So good session. Catch you in the next one.